Back to the basics we go. If you're new to cooking, these crockpot pinto beans is a recipe for you. Now all you're going to need for this recipe is a crock pot, a pound of pinto beans, a carton of beef broth, and a cup of water. Now if you want to make them like your grandmama used to make them, a few slices of fatback will do just fine. And I'm out of fatback, so I won't be using that today. Sorry, don't come for me. If you grew up in the South, you know that there is nothing like a good pot of pinto beans with some cornbread, a little bit of homemade chow chow that you put up the year before, and a slice of onion and tomato with salt and pepper on it. I was talking to a lady a few weeks ago, and we were talking about cooking and everything, and she asked me about a recipe that was very simple, and I was excited to tell her exactly how I make it and how easily she could, and she got excited about it, and that made me excited. But it got me to thinking that some people really wasn't fortunate enough to grow up with somebody that, could show them how to cook, especially the younger generations. And I feel that it's a dying skill these days. And maybe you didn't have grandparents or parents that taught you how to cook old school recipes with old school values. And I decided that I was going to make a basics edition of videos on my channel for those of you who are new to cooking, or maybe you're young and just beginning to cook and you need to know how to make the basics. So I decided that I was going to show you guys some of these simple recipes that I cook on the regular basis in my house. And now for a little bit of advice on how to make these beans into a meal. Now, pinto beans is a meal in itself, especially if you got some cornbread to go with it. That is very filling. But I like to pair mine with a cut of meat, the cornbread, and maybe another fixing if I'm feeling good that day. But you see me adding a few cartons of beef broth into this, and I'm really adding just one. I had 2 cartons with a little bit left over in the fridge that I had to use up, so that's why you're seeing me use 3 different cartons. And I forgot to put a cup of water in here in the beginning, so later in the day I actually ended up having to go back and put it in there, and that's okay. But if you don't see that and you're a little confused, that's what happened there. Make sure you put a cup of water in, especially if you're going to be gone for 8 hours a day. If you got some fat back or could get you some fat back, put you a few slices in there. This is really a staple in pinto beans, and I'm sure there's a lot of older women out here that is cussing me out right now for not putting it in there. So younger generation, do that. And then you're going to cook them for 8 hours, low and slow, all day long. Your house will be smelling so good when you come home. And this is what they're going to be looking like. This is a shot after me and my family has done tore into them, so a lot of them's gone. If you're wanting to learn how to make some more simple recipes, come back to my channel and I will show you exactly how to make a table full of comfort food that tastes just like home.